Hello and welcome back to Operation Crypto. Today we're going to take a look at Kyber network. When should you invest? So let's begin, and we will start off on CoinMarketCap and just have a look at some of the key statistics and all-time highs, and it will give us an idea where we have been on the chart. So Kyber network, which is KNC ticker, currently ranked 38 out of all cryptocurrencies, with a market cap of just over $305 million. The price of one KNC today is $1.57, and we are 2.24% down on the trading. The total supply of KNC is 210,506,081, and of those in total supply, 194,948,240 are circulating supply currently. Scrolling down, as you can see where we chart, we will look on TradingView in a minute and get a better idea of what's gone in the past and what can potentially go in the future. And market pairs, so we can see predominantly we are getting a big bulk of the volume is happening on OKEX against Tether, is 33%, so that's quite a large amount. And as you can see here, we've got Coinbase Pro, Binance, and Upbit. So there's some big exchanges, and that's what you need with a coin that's at least in the top 50, showing that we're on some solid exchanges. I would just like to point out the all-time high, which was $6. That was on the 9th of January 2018. And if you was around back then, that period was just at the very end of that insane alt season and mega bubble that Bitcoin had towards the end of 2017. That's when everything at the all-time highs, pretty much all the ones that's still around now are still doing well. So Bitcoin went up to 20 grand. You had XRP up to $3, and obviously KNC at $6, and so we are at 157 now. So we're still a fair way off that, but I do think we've got an opportunity still, even though everything seems to be booming. I do still think that we've got a good opportunity to get in lower if we are given that opportunity. So let's have a look into the charts now and see what's going on and what we can potentially expect. Right, so let's look into the charts and see what we have to offer here. So we will start off on KNC USDT chart. This is on the weekly chart, and I just want to identify a few key levels. So let's just mark up a couple up. So you can see there's a bit of a key level. We'll change that to the weekly. As you can see there, acted as resistance, worked our way through, acted as support. I mean, it did bounce back up there. See if we can just identify a couple more. Not one there really. I mean, we will take that top level as a weak level because that's when it hit them highs, and we'll take the bottom there as well. Don't want to get too many in because we'll end up getting lost, but there's 3 key weekly levels there. Let's move into the daily. See if we just can identify any other key levels that have really come across us. There's not much standing out there. That looks like potentially one, and we'll change that there. That looks like a daily level. Yes, that will do anyway. We've got enough levels there. So, since the 13th of March, which was then, everything absolutely boomed, and it's been a great time for cryptocurrency. But I do think things are going to come down eventually. So, 13th of March is when Bitcoin had that 57% dump. And ever since then, everything's been on quite a big rally. But we really need to consider the fact that we've had no relief really since that rally, and you can see if we just draw the Fibonacci on, this will give some good levels to hit, and right up to the top of the body. I'm not going to do it from wick to wick because I just feel that's a little bit unnecessary really. It gives you better levels when you do it from body to body. So as you can see there, we did hit that top level, and now we are starting to retrace a bit. As you can see there, we did retrace and we recovered back up to that level, and then we've come back down, and I do think that we're going to come down. I just want to make you aware that I am a big fan of KNC, and I'm trying to increase my bags, and to do that you need to really look at these levels down here. You don't want to be buying something at these levels when you've had what have we had in a percentage move. Let's just work it out on a price range. So if you take the bottom wick there, when we hit them lows all the way up to the top, that was a 600% price raise. So I mean, that's a massive move, and things can't just also keep going up and up and up. Things have to relieve, and people do sell, so it is starting to come back down now. If we just take a look at the Hitman, we've not got a bearish we've not got a bearish indicator yet, so everything is still bullish slightly, but I do think one big wick down and that will be cancelled out, and we will get a fresh Hitman signal saying sell, but it's not quite there yet, but we just need to wait and see. So in my opinion, I do think that we can try and target some of these levels down here. So I will draw my buy zone on. So really I want to buy anywhere in between there. That is my buy zone for KNC. So there we go. There's quite a few levels down here. You've obviously got some weekly support, then you've got two levels of Fibonacci. There's probably some more key levels of daily resistance and support in there. So I do think that's a great area. If you can get this anywhere, it will take up anywhere from $1 sub. That is an absolute bargain, and I do think that you should at least have some orders there just in case anything does fly down and catch them, because that's what happens in crypto. You can have some orders in up here, but inevitably, look at that wick there. You could have orders in there, but you could have got them at 48 cents, but you could have got it at 24 cents. You know what I mean? Things do absolutely move really, really quick, and them wicks get eaten up, and there's no harm in having orders down here just in case it ever happens again. I mean, we're a long way off from there, and it will take a big shift in market momentum to bring us back down to these levels, but I think that things are going to start to turn nasty soon, as in the Nasdaq has started to drop. All the big tech stocks, so Apple, Netflix, Twitter, they're all starting to dump now. Like Tesla the other day, it dropped 9% in a day, and just looking at a chart here, Tesla's down 6%. That's you can't overlook that, because once things start dropping on the stock markets and the Dow Jones, then unfortunately Bitcoin still seems to be tied to it, and it will drop. And when Bitcoin drops, everything else drops. Like say back then, we had Bitcoin 57% dump. Look what happened. Everything followed it. Now Bitcoin's been on the up from about 3.7k up to 9k, and this is exactly what's happened with KNC and all the other coins. So you just need to have some levels, buy orders down there, and if it doesn't drop, then we've missed the boat, and just buy back up higher, because still at $1.57 it's a great investment for the future. Remember, it's been up to $6, so we're still quite undervalued in my opinion. So let's just have a look at the Bitcoin chart to get that in a Bitcoin price to see what we potentially could get. So we will again draw the Fibonacci on. I just want to get some key levels from the 13th of March. Where are we? There we are. We'll draw that level. We'll take that little body there, and we'll take it up to the top. So if I just draw that box on again from them levels. So you want to be targeting anywhere from 9,000 up to 10,000 satoshis for buying orders on KNC. I do think that will happen at some point. Like I say, we are still bullish, but once it starts to drop down to around here, I reckon we're going to get a bearish indicator, and I think that might turn the tide. So yeah, that will wrap it up for today's video. That will just give you a bit of an insight to where I think KNC might go. Long term, I do think we're going to absolutely smash $6 again, and I think it's a great coin, but we just need to be wary of what's going on in the current economic situation, and have some buy orders down there just to capitalise on what could potentially happen. So thank you very much for listening. Please make sure you do like the video, subscribe to my channel. We're trying to get to 1,000 subs, so we're grinding there slowly. I'll catch you next time.